My name is Svein Mathiesen. I'm a visiting professor at Northeastern Federal University here in Yakutsk. I'm a professor from Norway. I'm working at the International Center for Reindeer Husbandry in Norway with reindeer husbandry and reindeer biology. Here in Yakutsk, I've been for many, many years. And now we are working to develop science about adaptation to globalization in the Arctic. I'm living at the hotel Tygyndarhan here in Yakutsk. And it's just before your Christmas here in Russia. And in the front of the door of Tygyndarhan, there is a reindeer. All over Yakutsk, there is a plastic reindeer. And even before coming here to this studio, I went to a pizza restaurant. And in the window, there is reindeer. It's a reindeer on snow. So the question is, when did the reindeer become a part of the Christmas celebration? Is that a Russian tradition? Is that a Yakut tradition? What's happening in Norway? Is reindeer a part of the Christmas celebration? Okay, that's a strange introduction to a lecture here at this university. I'm going to talk to you about innovation and new economic opportunities in Arctic. New economic opportunities are part of the adaptation to globalization. So I'm going to tell you a little story. First of all, a little bit about reindeer, a little bit about the reindeer herding, and how reindeer herders are looking for innovative solutions. So reindeer husbandry is taking place in Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Mongolia, and China. All of the areation in the Arctic, you find reindeer and reindeer herders. About 2.5 million reindeer and about 100,000 reindeer herders. There's about 24 different ethnic groups who work with reindeer every day. Reindeer husbandry, we could look upon it as a coupled ecosystem, that actually the humans and the reindeer and the pasture is coupled in one system. That this system is operated in the taiga and in the tundra region. And it's actually an economic model for supporting the communities in the Arctic. Why is there no reindeer husbandry in Alaska? Now I only were talking about Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia. 2.5 million reindeer. What about Alaska? There's wild reindeer there, caribou. I'm going to tell you about a story which started in 1894. In 1894, in 1898, reindeer herders in Norway, from Norway, Sami reindeer herders, were gathering reindeer in Norway. They put them on the boat. The boat was called Manitoba. And they migrated with all the reindeer into New York City just before Christmas in 1898. They went with the railway across to Seattle, and they took all these reindeer up to Alaska. The short story was that this Sami reindeer herder, indigenous people of Norway, settled down in Alaska and developed a unique industry. In very few years, the number of reindeer increased from 0 to 700,000 reindeer. Not those reindeer they brought with them, because all of them, they were castrated reindeer. They got the Sami reindeer herders from Norway got a unique cooperation with Chukchi and Ewen people from northern Sakha-Yakutia. And they started a unique cooperation and building this huge herd, taking the reindeer from Russia and the knowledge and the cooperation from Sami reindeer husbandry in Norway. It was a fantastic innovative solution, producing a lot of meat, supporting the local communities in Alaska. So it went on until 1936. Then the number of reindeer dropped automatically, almost to zero. Why? Because in 1936, the American president decided that only native indigenous people of Alaska could own reindeer. So the Sami, the Ewen and Chukchi, they had to sell all the reindeer. At that time, there was a lot of meat from reindeer in Alaska. So what to do? We are talking about 1920s, in the beginning 1930s. In Seattle, in America, some very innovative people were thinking, why not use Father Christmas in a promotion for the reindeer meat? They had all that meat from that huge herd of reindeer. So they said, okay, let's go to the shopping house in Seattle with reindeer meat, and Father Christmas. And Father Christmas, he was red, white, and red, and reindeer. Reindeer, Father Christmas got his reindeer as a marketing campaign for selling reindeer meat. That's how reindeer got into the history of Christmas celebration. Today, it's a story which is going all over the world, where Father Christmas brings his sledge with the reindeer around, you know, both here in Russia. That's why you see there's a lot of reindeer as part of the Christmas celebration in Yakutsk. Same thing in Norway, same thing in America. But it started with a modern marketing campaign in Alaska and Seattle in America in the 1920s. And it was successful. That's the short story of how Father Christmas got his reindeer and how reindeer became a part of the modern Christmas celebration. But it tells also something, that indigenous reindeer herders in Sakha-Yakutia, in Russia and in Norway are very innovative if they're able to use the knowledge they have available. So based on traditional knowledge, the knowledge they had experienced from home, they developed this business in America on reindeer meat. So today in the Arctic, it's important that an opportunity should be an opportunity for everyone, like it was when the Norwegian reindeer herders, the Sami reindeer herders from Norway, went to Alaska in 1898. So an opportunity should be an opportunity for everyone. That's important when now we are going to look for new economic opportunities in the Arctic. So what do you mean by that? I mean that Arctic is changing dramatically related to climate change and the industrial development. And there is a lot of knowledge about pastures and animal meat production. And there is a lot of knowledge about food, meat, and food processes, which could be used in a similar new way. You have to remember that what's happening in Alaska was really a revolutionary thinking more than 100 years ago. But it was based on traditional knowledge of reindeer husbandry. And I think that we have to develop a similar way of thinking. Also here in Sakya-Yakutia, that some reindeer herders in Sakya-Yakutia should develop their economic business. An opportunity have to be an opportunity for everyone. That's why it's so nice to go to a restaurant here in Yakutsk. And I did that yesterday. Fantastic high quality restaurant, providing meat from the northern part of Sakya-Yakutia. High class, world class restaurant with reindeer meat, reindeer bouillon, based on traditional knowledge, but still developed in a new understanding of Arctic food system and its production of food. That puts Yakutsk and Sakya-Yakutia in the leading role of developing innovations in the Arctic. So, with this little story, I hope we could remember that indigenous reindeer herders in Russia and in Norway have a lot of knowledge which could be used to develop new businesses. The Alaskan story is a good example. The restaurants here in Yakutsk is another example. That looks very promising for the future. Thank you.